Alright, a fairly anticipated course, at least for me as an avid YouTube viewer. And most likely you guys, you saw Rick Shields be at JCB Golf and Country Club for like a month. He hosted the Good guys there, and all kinds of stuff. So this one hit the platform GSPRO not too long ago, and we are playing it today. First hole, very cool hole. We got this cutout water feature, and then if you want to make it more difficult, just go ahead and hosel shank it to the right on your approach. Luckily that rolls out. And alright, shot of the round coming here on the second. It's a short par 4, only 250 yards. And that's the setup. We're aiming just a little left. Hitting a fade. Getting a bounce. Getting a roll. And stopping at 249 yards away for a tap-in eagle. And for someone who doesn't drive the ball very good, that was the distance and direction I wanted it to be, and you really can't get better than that. Taking an aggressive angle here on the third, but it's going to work out as well and be in pretty good position here on a par 5. Water everywhere down the right side, so just taking something that should stay short of the water, and thank goodness it does, because we aim right for it. Sitting about an 8 or 9 iron away, water all along the right side, pin tucked right. That's just mean. I got afraid of it and I went left. And now you got to chip downhill towards the water, which not ideal either. Oh, psych. Really good distance control there. 14 yards for 14 yards. And 2 chip-in little pars and 1 drivable par 4 eagle. Taking a driver to 10 feet is just, that's not easy for anybody. Really good layup here with a hybrid. That's exactly how I want to hit that club at all times. Trying to work against this left hill and just went a little long. Kind of did that okay actually. Again, trying to find a chip and just kind of sculling it, but the greens are slow enough that my little gimme circle held it in. And we're off to the 5th hole, par 3, 167. Let's talk about JCB Golf and Country Club. When I saw it, I don't remember this much kind of brown hay, grass type stuff everywhere. I remember it being much more lush and manicured, but there are some places that are like that, and we didn't really see the front 9, especially until the good UK major. So the 17th hole is represented pretty good, that long par 3, but other than that I didn't really recall it being so brown. But the layout I really like for instance this par 5 is just a snake, it's a big S, so you got dogleg left, dogleg right, pretty small landing areas, trying to carry these bunkers, and that worked out nicely. Gonna only be 185 away by cutting that corner, and I want this to go short now. No. Oh, by getting an automatic 3-putt, that a par when we were only 20 yards away. So unfortunate there, but a par nonetheless. What I will say about this particular thing happening right now on screen, where it's kind of jumpy in between the holes, I've been continuing to tease that the computer that I play GSPRO on got an upgrade recently, and a few videos from now, maybe 5 or 6 videos from now, you will start to see the ultra graphics for GSPRO. It'll still be compressed and down graded resolution to 1080, but it'll be ultra graphics instead of medium, and it will be much smoother as far as the transitions and the loading, and we get a lot more detail. And mostly I'm doing it so we can showcase these course designers and all the hard work that they put in to make these things realistic, and I want to bring that realism to you as best as I can. So Santa brought a graphics card, and the computer got an upgrade, and those transitions and things will be much better in the future. Alright, 8th hole is a short par 4 with a little tiny ship green, almost looks like a boat. Safe play there. Sitting at -2 going to the 9th, which is a par 3. Little water, tucked pin back right. This is going to be tough. Trying to hit a fade. Oh, that's the right shot shape. It's just not the right distance or direction. Look at the little chunky. A 14-yard chip gets blasted by. Chance to come back in? No. So that's going to be a bogey. And the early eagle seems like it's almost getting erased here as we go to -1 to end the front 9. 10th hole starts us off with a par 5, over 500 yards. Trying to cut the corner again, just send it over these bunkers right in front of you. And executed good enough. Gonna be too far away to go for it this time, but that actually worked against us last time, so I'm not too upset. We'll just find a place to lay up. Decent strike, finds the fat part of the fairway, and leaves 100 yards in. I always try and just hit to 100 yards if I'm laying up. That way I know what club I'm getting, how I'm hitting it. I work on 100-yard shots, and so that's usually around my distance that I go for. And then I grab my 50-degree and just hit a nice smoothie. Just like that. 98 yards dialed in, and a birdie back on the board, -2 through 11. Another dog where you can kind of cut the corner. Just trying to get it to fade a little. Certainly did that. In other big news, you may have seen a picture a while back posted, and the driver that I've had for the last 3 years that my mommy bought me for Christmas one year is now broken. My whole bag dropped, and the driver hit right on the side of the crown, and then I hit it a few times, and the top of the crown just flew off. And I get to see what's inside of it, which is kind of cool, but not the way I want it to go. Alright, -2, another drivable par 4, and I take out a 3-wood for this one. And get Just an amazing bounce. And so 2 drivable par 4s, we launch them directly the correct distance. One within 10 feet, the other one within 15 feet. This loading thing's got to stop. JCB in particular, I think, just has kind of a lot going on. And this was, I believe I was downloading some other courses at the same time, which doesn't really help your speed either, by the way, if you have active downloads going. But neither here nor there. We wait just a little bit longer to get to this 13th, which is a par 5. Beautiful hole here. Lots of water along the right and bunkers along the right. Really don't want to go right on this one, but everything's sloping that way, so this is pretty tough. Trying to find 210-yard layup. Oh, it's a beaut. And that's leaving us right around 100, as said earlier. Let's see if we can duplicate those results. Playing a little too much of a draw in there, it looks like. And it is just a little too much, like a 2-yard too much draw. Bounces off the fringe and into the bigger circle for a 2-putt par. If you're still watching, thank you for checking out JCB Golf and Country Club and for checking out this channel. These kind of videos are posted every day. I do show the new courses, give the designers a shout out, and then play them. We go over a couple of the other things, anything else I'm kind of working on, but overall we're here to play courses and to have sloped greens that move your ball 30 yards away. So now that's going to force me to chip on this par 3 where I hit it perfectly fine, I thought. Almost a ball doesn't lie situation there, but 14th is another par, and we're cruising right along at -3 through 14 with another short par 4 upcoming, 286. Looked like a pretty smooth swing. It's going to be right, but safely into the rough. No bunkers, 56 away. Good opportunity here for another birdie. And that comes up short. Oh, good bounce. Wow, what a kick off of, what do they call it, fringe boost. Fringe boosted directly into the birdie circle, and we are now -4 through 15, going to the 16th, which is a short par 4. We're playing the blues, in case you weren't noticing, and the blues here are not that long. I think the whites might actually be behind the blues at this country club, so trying to find tees usually on this channel between like, I think anything below 5,900 is pretty short. If I can get like 6,200, that's like my perfect distance where I'm not just hitting 4 irons into every green with my driving distance, and then I can also, you know, take advantage of a short par 4. Alright, famous 17th hole, big time island green, downhill, almost 17 yards, and 182, so I remember, I think it was like, I'll just crush a 6 iron and get it there, was the thought. And I did flight it down pretty good, but I just didn't have the direction. It did give me the par though, which I was pretty happy about. Didn't want to bogey 17 as usual. 18th hole coming up. Just really want to par this and get out of here with a -4. But that my mind and body also know that I want to do that, and so they'll probably work against me in this moment. Got the drive out of the way. 124. This should be a piece of cake to just hit it a little long. take your par and get out. But what happens? Swing hard, face goes open, doesn't make the green, and then we got a chip. And I remember being actually pretty nervous about this chip. Like, I really wanted to cap off this -4 with the eagle at the start, and then working back with a couple birdies. It goes right by the hole, but does get the par. So that's a 68 with an eagle, a bogey, 3 birdies. You'll see this eagle on the shorts coming up. Make sure to like, subscribe. We'll see you next time. Peace.